Okay, so for you guys who don't know me, my name is Brooke Knitz, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And so you are somewhere on my team, which is super fun. I love what I do. I've done this for almost 3 years now, which seems absolutely crazy. So we're going to do one of these at the beginning of every single month and then in between if it's needed. So you guys just let me know. Like I said, stop me if you have any questions and we'll get started. Maybe. There we go. Okay, a little bit about my story and the beginning of yours, right? Maybe you just started and that's really exciting. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but I put this on here because number one, it's a little bit humbling and it's a little bit strange. This is me down here in the bottom left-hand corner in that pink shirt. That was one of my very first posts that I put out on Facebook. I don't even feel like I look like that lady anymore, but that was how good I felt that I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and put a plastered a picture of myself on Facebook. You can see the side-by-side next to that. That was my very first Super Saturday that I went to, and obviously I'd lost about 25 pounds of my weight by then. Let's see if I can get my cursor here. Right here, Dustin and I on our second trip to Hawaii. That's just different things that Plexus has done for us. When I went Emerald, this was an Emerald party at my house where we got to feed and have fun with all of our whole team. This was our very first convention in Vegas at Winter's Dinner with a lot of our teammates. This was a family trip to a leaders retreat in Orlando this last year, and we got to take our family, which was really incredible because this is a family business for us. This was my Emerald announcement, which was about technically 13, 14 months after I started Plexus, but 12 months after I started working the business. This was our family picking up the Plexus Lexus, and a lot of you guys were there with us that day. This was an event. We got to travel to South Dakota, and I love traveling and meeting team members. And then this was a leaders retreat in Texas with some of our team members. For those of you guys who don't know, this is my genealogy, so it's yours too. So you're somewhere in my downline. So this is me. I joined Erin Kane, who's a friend of mine, and she joined Megan Greiner. They had met at a Christian church camp in the summer of when they were in high school. And she joined Sarah Roten, and Megan was Sarah Roten's kids teacher in school. Sarah joined her sister, Andrea Mitchell, and then Andrea joined one of her good friends and former bosses, Rosalind Payne. And we are all under Celeste Gwynn. So that's just a little bit about my story. So welcome to our team. We're going to talk about you signed up. Now what do you do? Product training, a little bit about our comp plan, strategy and action plans, and then resources. Okay, so getting started, the very first steps. What do you do? Well, I hope you've been added to my team page, the Pink Drinking Club / Team Knitz page. It's a place that is just a comfort for all of us, right? We can ask questions there. We can, research topics there. Anything that's pertinent or important will be there. A lot of announcements, contests, book studies. We just applaud and cheer each other on. I know there are multiple team pages below that, so I didn't start commenting on those. So you join somebody, they're your sponsor. Hopefully you're on their team page and anybody that's in between us, okay? So another thing as far as getting started is the three-way caller chat. If I haven't met you personally and your sponsor hasn't put us in a three-way caller chat, you may be farther down in my line and that's okay. But I would love to meet you, whether it be on the phone or in a messenger chat, just to get to know you a little bit better. And I know your sponsor and their upline would too. We have some team page files. I'm going to say some of these have been being added since I joined in April of 2015, about June of 2015. So some of them are old, but you know what? Our information hasn't changed that much. So there's a lot of really good stuff there, and every team page has some team files or page files in there. You should log into your virtual office. If you haven't done that yet, go check it out. And this graphic on the right kind of shows you the important things that you're going to see. And this was literally my screenshot, so it's not super fancy because I'm not super fancy. I should have told you guys that don't know me. I'm a mom of 4 boys, a nurse practitioner that still works contract work, and I don't got time for super fancy. I don't have time, I should say. Okay, so the tabs I would check out are the My Business tab up here. The Training Center, there's lots of good stuff there. Incentives and recognition, and if you're going for convention contests, that's fun to watch that tracker change. And then Sharing Plexus, all the good information there. A success kit, we're going to go over that a little bit later. And then you just got here, so relax, have fun, and we're here to help you. That is what we're here for. It's what we're the most excited about. It's what we love to do. Okay, so getting started and your welcome pack. You only get one of these, bummer, right? But you get one of these. It is cheaper than wholesale pricing to get this welcome pack. And if you joined this last month, it was even cheaper yet. And I'm the cheapest person that I know, and that was a really, really good deal, even when I paid full price, almost 3 years ago. So you can buy a single welcome pack or a double welcome pack for $99 or $199, and then you can add anything else that you want. You also get the new Success Kit, which consists of really cool stuff. You get product cards with lots of information, pricing cards full of information. You get this little book called The Roadmap to Success. Not sure if you guys have looked through that, but it's brilliant. If you did not purchase a welcome pack when you signed up, this is what I would do before the month ends, or you only have 30 days to do that. And you have to look in a little bit different place to find that. You have to look on your home screen when you log into Virtual Office. You have to go, there's what they would call tiles or squares, right, across there. And on the second row of tiles, you'll see something that's called Consistency Club. And then right next to it is this other little block here. And it kind of rotates like a rotating billboard. So it's advertising 2 or 3 things. And one of them is get your welcome pack. You can either click on the little dots at the bottom, or you can wait till it flashes on get your welcome pack. I would go there. I would get your welcome pack. It's cheaper than you can ever buy products. Do that before your 30 days is up. Okay, so what else should you do when you're getting started? You should turn on your subscription. If you haven't done that already, we'll talk about how to do that. Your subscription is ensuring that you will be successful. Why? It's your personal order. We want you to get your products every single month. I am always like really scared of a gimmick, or really scared of a catch, or really scared about all those things. And so I didn't sign up with my personal subscription when I first started. And I remember calling Erin when I had 2 Slim Sticks left and saying, how in the heck do I order my products? I'm almost out. The best thing that we can do is we can ensure our people to have a subscription on. So it's your personal order, nothing scary about it. It's this green thumb. So if you're looking on your mobile dashboard on your phone, it's going to give you a green thumbs up. If you are looking, so look just like this. If you are looking on your PC or on your computer, it's going to look a little bit like this. You're also going to see it when you just look at your dashboard there. There's going to be 4 squares across the top. The top left is that green tile. Other than that, if you log in at the very top, you can go to My Account. When you open up My Account, do My Subscriptions, and then you're going to see this. And so we'll look at that. So view it, edit it, customize it, make it your own. If your whole family's using products, then get them on there. So the 80% rule, we must consume 80% of the products that we purchase. So we can purchase some things for other people. And that's how I started a lot of my family members, because why not? We're getting wholesale costs, right? But we must consume 80%. Not usually a big deal, but the Federal Trade Commission makes us do that. That's not a Plexus thing. That's a FTC thing. And so you can get flagged if you're purchasing large amounts, especially, we have a huge family, so we purchase lots of Plexus products. And consistency is key. If you're not putting those products in your body every day, you're not going to see balanced blood sugars. You're not going to see cholesterol improvement. You're not going to see anxiety go away. And I want that for every one of you guys. So consistency is key. Set your subscription up so you can be successful and help those on your team do the same thing. Okay, let's talk about products. One of my favorites. I'm a big geek. So where do we start? How do they work? How long will it take? Okay, so most of us started with the Triplex combo. Why? It is the foundation of everything that our body that we do, right? So we're talking gut health. Gut health affects inflammation, mood, anxiety, depression. We're talking it affects hormones, immune system, everything. So let's talk a little bit about it. I'm gonna give you as brief as I can on what they do. So our Plexus Slim is our flagship product. It is in our little packets of, little Plexus Slim sticks, if you will. You mix it with water once a day. It has some chromium in there to help balance your blood sugars. It also has prebiotics to help feed the good bacteria in your gut. And what happens is a beautiful thing. You get hormone regulation. And you get that because you are leveling out your levels of insulin, because your blood sugars aren't doing this all day long. They're not going up and down in roller coasters. So you're leveling out your insulin levels. And when you level out your master hormone insulin, all the other hormones start to fall into place. Your endocrine system is kind of like the gears on a clock. Okay. So that is what Slim does. Appetite control, hormone regulation, sleep, you name it. Great, great stuff. And then you pair it with BioCleanse and ProBio 5. They go together. They are just, they're partners in crime. These products should be taken together all the time. ProBio 5 and BioCleanse are pretty amazing. They are what are going to clean out your gut in a healthy, good way. A natural cleanse that you can take every single day, not scary when we say the word cleanse. So we're talking about cleaning your toilet, scrubbing your toilet, and flushing your toilet, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say it because we'll say it other times on this video. We need to poop every day, 2 to 3 times per day. What goes in must come out. Babies have it figured out. They eat, they poop, they eat, they poop. Somewhere between infancy and like today, we screw that up. So we need to be going to the bathroom. And if you are doing that and your gut is efficient and operating like it should, your immune system falls into place. Your skin falls into place. Your mood falls into place. Hormones, inflammation, you name it, it's based in the gut. We call that's our triplex combo. We talk about these products as the Fab Five. So X Factor Plus and Vital Biome. How do these play into the picture? Well, your triplex combo is going to weed out the bad bacteria. I want you to look up a little bit more about this. We have some videos on the team page, but we are weeding our garden, cleaning out the garden, preparing it for good things, right? And now we want to plant some seeds. We want to plant some seeds with our Vital Biome. Our Vital Biome is an amazing probiotic, lots of good strains of good bacteria. So we're cleaning out the garden and we're throwing in some good seeds. I don't know about you, but it's really hard to plant seeds on concrete. So I suggest that we weed first with our triplex combo. And then our X Factor Plus is part of the protect as far as our weed, seed, feed, and protect as far as Plexus does it. And I love that. If you haven't seen it in the catalog in your success kit, look it up. It's a beautiful graphic. It explains it way better than I can, that we're going to protect that. And that is going to have some prebiotics, some polyphenols, some plant based products, and an overall good, complete vitamin for all of us. And some clinical studies have been done on all of these products that are pretty incredible. Okay, product training. Since I didn't go into crazy depth here, I could talk about products for an hour and that would bore you guys to death. Some of you would be loving it. We can find that in our virtual office. We can do that under sharing product or sharing Plexus or under products. There are several things, like just get on YouTube and search. Some of my favorites are Ame Darling. She's a master nutritionist, I think is her title. Jill Wareness, I like her. Jennifer Pickett is somebody who's really smart. Rachel Niegel is a personal friend of mine and she's brilliant. She self-taught, you guys, because she was so miserable. Her husband was a nurse. Doctors couldn't give her an answer, and so she just went out and looked. And I don't know about you guys, but if you know people who learn out of desperation because they're at their wits' end, they're pretty intelligent and pretty passionate. So she's pretty good. Kara Knox is another one. So I want you to do some research because when you do the research, you're going to learn better than when I tell it to you. It's going to stick a little bit more and it's going to make more sense to you. So first of all, don't be afraid to find your answers, okay? You're going to learn some things that are going to make you cringe, going to make you, be a little bit uneasy. I know when I first looked up leaky gut and yeast overgrowth, my jaw dropped, okay? Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to mute some people. No big deal. And so my jaw dropped. Hang on. Because those descriptions were describing me and I didn't like it. I didn't like knowing, but I also had to open my eyes to that gut health was really my answer. So you can look up individual ingredients anywhere. That's always good. Use a reputable source if you can. Is it Google Scholar Google, one of the two? That's a really good one. PubMed is a good one. Look up just inflammation and blood sugar. Look up microbiome. That's a word I'd never heard of before Plexus. And then, like I said, yeast overgrowth and leaky gut, both very good ones that you can do some research on. Okay, so compensation plan. I can tell you I never planned on having a business nor making any money. So the fact that I chose the right one, I didn't choose it. The fact that God dropped me into the right one and it's such a generous comp plan is just absolutely amazing. So we can earn commission 11 different ways. We'll talk about that in a minute. We can earn straight up commission from our personal volume points or sales. We have bonuses. We can grow a team. And we'll talk about that in just 1 second. But one of the big things that is the easiest thing to do for the very beginning for some goals would be to get 500 PV, either in personal sales or by sharing with a friend, right? To have 2 or 3 friends purchase from you and you're going to cross 500 PV. You'll already cross into 25% commission. Go silver, get 3 level 1 ambassadors. That will earn you $100 cash. You're going to average $423 a month Or go big or go home, go fast start gold, which would be adding 20 people to your organization levels 1 through 3. So think about it as a family tree. I add Wesley as my level 1. Wesley adds Angie, she's my level 2, and Angie adds Misha. Misha's my level 3. So those, all 3 of those would be considered my ambassadors. So to go silver, you have to have 3 level 1s. I had to add Jill, my husband, and Wesley. And then I could go silver, and I would earn $100. We also get business building bonuses. So I earn $25 or $50 based on the size of the welcome pack that they purchased. So that's either $75 or $150 for all of those. So $100 plus the other. Plus I'm going to get some pay points. So I won't go too in depth, but there's also a YouTube video, Learn to Earn, your guide to the Plexus Comp Plan by Plexus Worldwide, that they've put out, which is really good. Okay, so more about those 11 ways that I promised you we'd talk about. Personal volume. If you are anywhere close to 500 PV, it is really beneficial for you to cross that, because you're going to make 25% rather than 15%. So a lot of people might be sitting at 460 because they've told a couple friends, they bought for their whole family, and they only need 40 more PV to cross 500. Then you're going to get 25%. It's like getting a product for free. So go ahead and make that happen. First of all, how do we get paid? I didn't mention the very basis is you have to have 100 PV or more. You've got your subscription on, you're taking products the way you should, you're consistent with your products because you want to feel good and change your life and feel better than you did before you started Plexus, right? So every time you order a triplex, you've already got 105 PV. So you're already commission qualified, and everything after that 100 is earning you money. So 15% up to $499.99. And then once you cross 500, it's retroactive all the way back down to that first 100. Plexus is very generous. That first 100 goes back to the company. Everything else is paid out to the ambassadors. Preferred customer bonuses. It is a smarter thing to sign up people as a preferred customer than a retail customer. Number one, you're being a good friend. They're not paying full price, which is a great idea. And then you're getting a bonus every single month. I believe, I could be wrong, that the bonus for triplex is still $20. So if your friend orders triplex from you, you not only get 15% of 100 and some PV in commission, you also get a $20 bonus every time they order, guys. Not just the first time, every time they order. Personal volume override commission. So I told you about my level 1s, Dustin, Wes, and Jill. If they all have a team of, let's see, like Jill has this crazy lady named Kamas who has ridiculously high PV every month, 5% of Kamas's PV is paid to Jill in an override commission. Crazy good, right? Like, just for having a team member who loves to share, you're paid really good override commission from all of your level 1s. Business building bonuses, that's when people join your team and purchase a welcome pack. You get $25 or $50, a one-time bonus, which is really cool. An achievement bonus is when you rank up. So when you go silver, you get $100. And every single rank has a different one. Fast Start Achievement bonus, those bonuses are doubled. If you can go gold or add 20 ambassadors with a welcome pack in levels 1 through 3 in your first 30 days, then it doesn't matter whether it's the 6th to the 6th or the 20th to the 20th or the 1st to the 1st, you can go Fast Start Gold, which is incredible. Plexus pay points, every month after the first month, when somebody is commission qualified and has 100 PV, they are worth either 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 pay points. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Then bonuses, Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond. You reach those ranks and you get a profit sharing bonus every single month. Plexus shares part of the company's earnings and pours them back into the Emeralds, and then in the Sapphires and the Diamonds. Then after your Diamond and then some, you can re-enter under yourself and be your own level 1. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds really stinking exciting. Okay, and if I'm confusing anybody, stop me. I promise I'll answer your questions. Okay, so comp plan, annual incomes. It's all right here. Plexus is very open and honest. There's their income disclosure statement. I love that you can find it. You can look for other companies and Google them, and you have to dig and dig and dig, and you search Plexus right away and it pops up. I love how transparent this company is. So I can honestly tell you, my very first paycheck with Plexus, I was not silver and it was $700. And that was straight commission because I had that many customers. So I can tell you right now that these averages are below average. And it depends on how much work you put in. That doesn't mean that you're going to open up shop and tomorrow make $700. But I literally made $700, and I don't think I had a single ambassador under me at that time. It was straight commission. So commissions pay off really early in the early run, I guess I should say, building a team in the long run. But I would say across the board, guys, these are low averages, low. When I first hit Emerald, I wasn't making that because this goes from Emerald is 1,500 points, Sapphire is 3,000 points. At an average of $3 a pay point, you're talking 4,500 to 9,000. So that's a big jump there as far as just that. I may have just butchered that. Don't make fun of my math if I was wrong. But if that's the case, like that's a huge jump in between those. But I can tell you, I wasn't making that at the beginning, but I'm well above that now. And so as a general rule, I've been above average for every single one. So in full transparency from me, I went Emerald in 12 months of working the business and 14 months of being with the company, because I probably should have started as a customer first, but I'm the cheapest person I know. I'm working on Sapphire, so I'm not there yet, but that's a pretty astounding figure there. Okay, so how do we grow our business? So customers, like I already said, are worth an infinite amount of commissions. Like in month one for me, I made a lot of money. You can make quick income. Happy customers make great ambassadors. If they don't know if they want to share products and they don't want to consistently order 100 PV or more, they're probably better off being a customer. Once they're a customer for a few months and you're giving them great customer service and they see what Plexus has done for them, they will likely upgrade. Those people make great ambassadors, and those people are the ones that are really awesome to look at Fast Start Gold because they have a story, they're excited, they want to share, and they're kind of over that intro. Ambassadors also worth an infinite amount of commissions because you can grow as big and as wide as you want. I was in another MLM. I mean, not really. I don't say that I was because I didn't work it really, but I was in another one that had a binary comp plan, so 2 legs, and I remember telling my sponsor, oh yeah, I just get 2 and they get 2 and they get 2. And she's like, no, you add as many people as you want to. You add them all under you. So that's what I did. I went crazy and I went gold with almost all 20 level 1 ambassadors that just wanted to buy products. So you can go gold on your own and find 20 people who want to do this with you. It's just a matter of how many people that you reach out to. So business builders versus wholesale ambassadors. A lot of people just sign up for a discount, but I can tell you, as with myself, I loved what I saw and I couldn't help but share. So I became a business builder. So if people just want cheaper pricing, a lot of times it's great to keep them as a customer first and then have them upgrade, because preferred customers in month 5 actually get almost wholesale pricing without any of the website or any of that stuff. Okay, the power of 3. So you can see right here how powerful that is to add 3 people. You would get 15 points. Oh shoot, sorry guys. 3 people, then you would add, they would add 3 people. So you went from 15 points to 45 points. You're halfway to gold. They would do what you do. They duplicate that. 135 points, you're already past gold. Then you're past senior gold. Then you're pushing ruby. Then you're halfway to, I mean, that's almost emerald right there. So it can easily duplicate by sharing Plexus. Okay, so where do we start, right? First goals. Go silver. It's the very first rank in Plexus. It's really fun to run out of the gate and tell people about Plexus. So you can go silver in 7 days. I promise you can. It's been done. I think we just had somebody the other day, correct me if I'm wrong, go silver in like a few hours. So you start and you tell 3 of your friends. That can be mom, sister, cousin, like the 3 people that you can call up and say, you're doing this with me. Like those 3 people, we've all got 3. Those are the ones you contact. So there are training videos on my team page, and I know there's some on the team pages if you're not directly under me. On mine, just search Silver and 7 and you're going to find those. Sarah Taylor has some good training videos on YouTube. There's multiple other ones. I like one personally called Silver in 7 Days by Brooke Hemingway. She's a soon-to-be double diamond with Plexus. She's humble, amazing, kind, and she has a pretty cool name. Anyway, there's the link for that one. You can literally search Silver in 7 days, and she talks about how to jump out of the gate and go silver within your first 7 days. So go silver. Try to hit 500 PV. My goal every single month is to hit 500 PV. So that should be a goal of everybody's, because you're going to earn 25% commission. That's incredible. And that's even on your family's purchases. Push for Fast Start Gold if you're brand new. There are a couple of really good videos on YouTube. Sarah Taylor has one and Tara Castaneda has one. And if you type in Fast Start Gold Plexus, you're going to see one of those names. Okay, so Facebook tips. Okay, so you're probably thinking, no way. There's no way I'm going to post on Facebook, right? Yeah, I said that too. So I've been eating a lot of crow for a long time. How did you hear about Plexus? How were you intrigued about Plexus? Why did you want to join Plexus? Probably someone shared on Facebook with you. Now, we all know those people that just overshare. Okay, I'm an overshare, but overshare about Plexus and do it the wrong way. We're not going to do it the wrong way. We're going to do it the classy way. We are going to do attraction marketing. We want people to want what we have. So there is a benefit of social media. How often can you talk to 200 people or 4,000 people in one post? Like, not often. Or people in every single state in one day. That's impossible, except for social media and the World Wide Web. So it's an amazing opportunity. So that's what we're going to do. When do we share these posts? Morning, first thing in the morning. People are getting up, checking their phones. Noon, they're on their lunch breaks. Another time that people tell me is like carpool line, like pickup, school pickup, 2:30 to 4. And then at night, Sunday night is a huge one. I'm not sure if people are like just dreading going back to work and can't go to sleep at night, but there are different prime times to post on Facebook. And who are we addressing these posts to? Your audience. Your audience is different than my audience. Your audience is made up of your friends. They love you. They want to see you, and they really do want to know what's going on in your life. And if you know something good, why wouldn't you share that with your audience, which is your family and friends who love you? So Facebook algorithms. Facebook changes all the time. I think Mr. Zuckerberg got a lot of flack for his last changes, and so they kind of swapped it back. But Facebook is going to show you who you interact with. So likes versus comments. You can scroll by, but liking doesn't get anybody's attention as far as algorithms. So in Facebook algorithms, we're talking about if I interact with, I know Andrea's on here, so if I comment on Andrea's picture, she's going to see my Facebook feed more than if I just like her picture. It's just the way Facebook works. They want people to be in relationships, and they want you to see people that you like and that you genuinely interact with. So that's a big deal, is to comment on people's things. And you know what, guys? At first, this was something I wasn't very good at, but it's about taking time to be a friend and be intentional and love on these people. They're your friends. Why can't you tell them their kids are cute? You really mean it. Their kids are cute. It's just taking that time out of your day to do that. Live videos. I don't know if any of you guys have done lives. Sometimes they're terrifying. Sometimes I want to pee my pants, but they get a lot of action on Facebook. I have people watch my live videos that never, ever, ever comment on a single post that I make and or like it, but I know they're watching. And guess what? You cannot misinterpret somebody's intentions when they're talking to you. You can see their eyeballs. You can see their, the tears in their eyes. You can't misinterpret that. Okay. So that's a big deal to me. Back and forth interaction. So if you're commenting back and forth on a post, Facebook is going to know that it's a friendship. Personal versus Plexus when it comes to posting. You have your own brand. You can't be somebody that you're not. If I posted like some other people on this team, people would laugh at me and think that I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I can only be me. My brand, I'm not really sure what it is. It's like partners practitioner. Certainly it's crazy boy mom. It's stories about my kids. I love food. I like to laugh. I like to kid people. So I'm kind of a jokester. I'm not sure what that is, but it's me. And I can only do me. And you can do you really well, okay? So be your personal brand and post about your interests. When you start posting, people still want to see what you did before Plexus. They don't want you to just vomit Plexus on them. So they still want to see about my kids. I still share Bible verses. I still share stuff about food. I still, share funny things that make me laugh, because your friends joined you to be entertained and to see your face and to see what you're up to, not to be sold Plexus. So we do attraction marketing and we share what we're up to. Okay, so I know you're all going to do this if you haven't already. Make your first post. Don't wait. You don't have to have a story. You don't have to. I promise you. There are enough stories out there that I could share with you right now that you can make your first post. So don't wait to make your first post. Don't be scared, because here's the deal. Your story matters. I chose these pictures for a reason. And I love that it says, when you stand and share your story in an empowering way, your story will heal you and your story will heal someone else. I can tell you, when I first shared that I had anxiety, I was terrified. Do you know how many people's lives I have affected and changed forever who are now anxiety free because I was brave enough to share? I can't even count anymore, guys. And my son, I was terrified to share his story. What if he has a bad day? What if people don't believe me? Well, he does have bad days and people don't believe me, but it doesn't matter because the fact that he is changing lives is way, way, way more important than anything else I could ever do. So don't wait. What's in your first post? Why did you join? I joined Plexus because I wanted less anxiety and more energy. What do you hope to achieve? Both of those things. That's what I wanted. I wanted to kick my Diet Coke habit. What do you love about the products? I love that they were plant-based and natural, and the ingredient list had ingredients I could understand and read. Personal, simple, vulnerable. Be you. Put a picture of you, your mug, this mug. They want to see it. No salesy graphics, okay? They want to see your face. Hands down, your friends want to see you. Don't post your website. It's too salesy. People have to squeeze my website out of me after they're finally ready to join because I don't want them to go on and purchase, something I don't want them to join. And then let your sponsor help you. Whoever signed you up with Plexus or you join their team, they will help you. It's a big, big deal. So First and foremost, do not wait. You don't have to have a big story. All you have to do, I know Angie may be on here. I can't see all the participants right now, but she was really great when she said, I'm starting this. I'm intrigued by it. I'm going to give you an open book, like my diary account of what's going on. I'm going to be honest and real and give you my feedback right here. So stand by. She had people following her to follow her story to see what she thought about Plexus. It was bold. It was amazing. It was vulnerable. It was real. And she has an amazing business because of it. Okay, so action plan, reach out. So contact your top 10. So we're going to make some lists here, okay? Let's see. Make some lists. Frank's list. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, I think, neighbors, kids. Is it social? I always forget what the S is. So a list of everybody you know. 100-person list. Likes list. Who has liked your post in the last week? Plexus or non-Plexus? Obviously, if this is your first post, it's non-Plexus. Who has liked your post in the last week at all? Whether it's about your cat, a recipe, about Jesus, about exercise, doesn't matter. Who has liked it? Those are the people you should contact. They're genuinely interested in your life. A launch party. Okay, we've been doing these online. They are so fun and so addicting. So you can do these several ways. I'm getting distracted by this, so I need to look if there's questions in here. Okay. If I'm... service organizations, Liz. Okay, thank you. So service organizations. Okay, so that's social, right? Okay, so sip and see, that can be in person. Sit and see can be in person or online or in person for either one of them. So we've been doing some online ones, and the online ones are really fun because you can reach people in other states. You can get on there and do your live testimony. And I can tell you the one girl who didn't want to do a live testimony video, pre-recorded her testimony, put it on there. You invite your friends. It's your intimate little party. It's all right there. We blast them with some good information about Plexus, not too much, some good engaging posts. They have the chance to win prizes. And then by the end, she said, I'm going to go live and I'm going to get on there and thank them for coming. Just for being on there with her friends, she felt confident enough to finally go live and share just a little bit of her, which was so great. It's so great. So if you are interested in doing this, contact your sponsor or let me know. So action plan, 5-3-1. What does that mean? It means that if you really want to do this, you reach out to 5 new people every day, you follow up with 3, and you train 1. Okay, so if your team is just you, that one person is yourself. That training can be YouTube videos, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. If that's a little bit overwhelming, do 3, 2, and 1. If you're brand new and you haven't reached out, guess what? You don't have to follow up with anybody. So lucky you, you can just reach out. Statistics. Rita Davenport was in Vegas, and I love her. She's a little spitfire. If you've never heard her speak, she's amazing. And she said it's a numbers game. The person who talks to the most people wins, period. So the more you reach out, the more growth you're going to see in a short window of time. It doesn't matter how many you do daily. The key is to reach out daily. You can't expect to grow a business and have not talked to anybody in the last 28 days. It just doesn't work like that. Be genuine, be you, personalize these reach outs. I always say relationship over sale. So if you're reaching out to a friend you haven't talked to since kindergarten, be genuine, be real, and say, hey, I know we haven't talked in forever. How the heck are you? Start up a conversation. Don't just say, I'm selling Plexus. Do you want to jump on board? Like, no way. No one's going to do that. So be real, be genuine. and start up a conversation with them, and then you will find an intro to introduce Plexus. Okay, so what do you say when you reach out to them? If they've seen some of your posts or they liked your post, you could say, thank you for the support. Thank you for liking my posts. Have you ever tried Plexus? Or you could say, I'm sure you've seen some of my Plexus posts. Have you ever tried it? Or are you interested in a sample? You could say lots of different things, or you could just start up a conversation, and when they ask you what you do, you could say, I'm doing this. Or those people who you really want on your team, you say, look, this is an amazing opportunity. I know you'd be great at this. I want you to do this with me. It depends on how you know them. One thing you can do is you can invite them to different events that we have going on within our team. So we have a live online opportunity event on Thursday, February 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and we will have graphics on the team page for that. These are awesome, you guys. Last time I think we had 38 maybe live viewers, and several people watched after the fact. And so those people were on there, like, a lot of people, some of you guys were on that, and then you joined our team. It's incredible. Like I said, you cannot ever dismiss the genuineness, the vulnerability, the realness of those people talking. Live videos all the way. We'll also have an online event. We have a potentials page and a testimonies page. So we have a page of the good stuff, the behind the scenes stuff that we're not supposed to share on Facebook all the time, all the non-compliant things that say all the words that, Plexus corporate headquarters says we can't use. So we have those in a secret page, and we add different people that are our potentials to that page. And it's called Live Healthy, Live Plexus. If you're not part of it, ask your sponsor to add you. And then we do an event in there once a month. It's Facebook posts and some live posts, and it's just really good information. It's all done online. And then for new customers, if you have a new customer that joins you anytime in February, we're going to have a Plexus information week that we do, and there will be a separate page, and you can throw them in there. And it's February 19th to the 25th. There'll be daily information, prizes, and just kind of like a 1-week boot camp on what is Plexus, which is really great. So you can talk to them about those things when you're reaching out. If they show any interest, invite them to an event. You cannot, you can't mimic what the power of an event does when you have strong testimonies from 5 or 6 people. I can't do that myself with messages. Okay, so somebody's interested. You've reached out because you're super brave. You posted on Facebook and somebody messaged you. What do you do now, right? You can't hide in the corner and pee your pants. I kind of wanted to. So you need to let your sponsor or your upline person help you. How do you do that? Throw them in a 3-way chat and say, hey, so-and-so reached out to me, and I'm really new at this, but Brooke has been doing this for a while, so I'm learning right along with you. So I'm going to throw us all in a chat together, and she's going to answer our questions, and we're all in this together. Whatever you want to say, you can make that be very casual. I wouldn't call them a sponsor or an upline. I would say, I want to introduce you to my friend, Brooke. And then we get in a 3-way chat, and then you learn. It takes some of the pressure off of you and gives you that third-party validation that you're not the only crazy person that believes in this Plexus stuff. Okay, less is more. I have to take this personally because I talk a lot. So do not puke Plexus on them. Just because they show interest, do not act like a little yippee hyper dog and just give them everything you've heard in 25 seconds. Cannot do that. That is scary. So ask them questions, lots of questions. When you ask them questions, you're going to find out what they need and don't need, and you're going to be able to guide them in the right direction. So what are their goals? Do they have any health concerns? Do you take any medicines? What are your eating habits? How about exercise? End every conversation you have with a question, so they're coming back to you, okay? Listen. Take time to listen. Don't always be talking. I've heard it like a bajillion times, but God gave us one mouth and 2 ears. We're supposed to listen more than we talk. I'm still working on that one. So be a consultant. Individualize those conversations. Don't just copy and paste something to them. I do that, but I always tweak it and make it personal and truly care. If you really, really care about the person and how they're feeling and them getting healthy, I promise you that's going to come across. If you care about the sale, that's going to come across too, and they're not going to want to join your team. Okay, how do they buy? I love that little graphic on the side because I bought it on sale. I actually made money. My husband doesn't quite agree with that. But so they have 3 different ways to purchase. Retail is the most expensive. For your friends who like to save money and are crazy, there's no discount for that. I tell people that's against my religion. I would never let you purchase full price. Let me show you an easier way. So I tell people go preferred or ambassador. Preferred is going to save you money. They have online account access. They can tweak, change anytime they want, and it's totally flexible. So have them sign up, and even if they purchase once, they can go ahead and delete that second order until they're ready to order again. They still save money being preferred. And it's a win-win because you get a preferred customer bonus every time they order, and they save money. And if you didn't hear me say it earlier, in that 5th month, it's going to drop down to almost wholesale pricing. It's incredible. As long as an order processes through their site every single month, it could be 1 bottle of ProBio. It doesn't have to be triplex. Something has to run through there. On a subscription, they will get that accrued discount. If it drops off, they start back over at level 1, or at month 1. So don't let them drop off. Or Ambassador. You pay $34.95 for an annual fee. It's like your Sam's Club membership. You get the best price and you can have an income potential. If you're like me, I came home from Mexico and called my friend and said, why do I have money in my account? And she's like, well, because you got paid. And I'm like, but I only bought my own products. And she said, I know you got paid. And I said, is that even legal? Like, I really thought there was not legal that I made money. So the income potential is there, and I was certainly intrigued and obviously ran with it. So it is designed for people who are going to maintain 100 PV every month. So Triplex would get you there, and to keep your subscription on. Every option has a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you are an ambassador, you lose your $35 with that, but you would get your 60 days back of product. Okay, make it happen. You've reached out to these people. You posted on Facebook, and you've reached out to them, and now what? Oh my gosh, they're not answering, or oh my gosh, what do I do now? Well, guess what? Most people are not going to buy after the first time you talk to them. Literally, this is from all sales everywhere. The 80% of sales happen between the 5th and the 12th contact. Guys, you have something that can change their life. Plexus has changed my life. If I sit and talk about it very long, you will see me cry, because I cry all the time. My life is forever changed because of Plexus. And that was long before I made a dime, long before I ever cut back at work, long before I became a stay-at-home mom. It changed my life. So use your voice and share your story. Remember when I said your story matters? It does. My story matters. If you don't have one yet, share mine, share my son's, share my husband's, share my parents'. Your story matters. Our goal is to open the conversation and then keep it going. So remember those open-ended questions. Ask questions at the end of those conversations. Don't worry about closing the deal on the first contract. Okay, I put that in here on purpose. I hate the word closing the deal. I hate the word sales. I'm not in this to sell anybody anything. I'm in this to change your life. I'm in this to share what I have that is working for me and making me the mom and the wife that I would fully feel like I was intended to be. That's my job, is to make you feel as good as me. So don't worry about it if they don't sign up and purchase on day 1. Hang on, looking at this chat for a second, because I get distracted. Oh, Megan, she says I'm preaching. I know, sorry. I might start preaching at you guys. Okay, so did I skip 1 or 2? Okay, so knowledge is power. Resources, learn. So contact your sponsor, the person that you joined, and ask them questions. I love answering questions all day, every day, but I can tell you the ones that I know the most are the ones I looked up myself. Remember that research and all those words we talked about that you can go look up? I'm not joking. Do it. Like when you're sitting in the carpool line, when you're like, I don't know, waiting to be seated at a restaurant, when you're in the bathroom, do it. Virtual office. In our virtual office that you all have access to, you have a training center full of a resource library, rank up roadmap, and then we have sharing Plexus. There's product information in there. It's great. On my team page, the Pink Drinking Club, Team Knits, you can search that page with the magnifying glass if you're on your computer, or the search bar if you're on your mobile, which is at the very top. You can search fibromyalgia. You can search detox. You can search BioCleanse. You're going to find tons of stuff there. And then the team files, which I need to add a little bit more too, because those are probably outdated, but there's still good stuff there. And every single team page has great information, guys. And that page I was telling you about, Live Healthy, Live Plexus, that also has good information. You can search by symptoms or diagnoses in that page, diagnoses. Also, do your own research, because you're going to learn more. So YouTube, search Plexus on YouTube. Search diamond documentaries. If you haven't heard, every single diamond in this company gets a diamond doc made of them. It's a short video, about 10 minutes or less. At one point, I was running on the treadmill, and I was trying to run and finish a mile before I was done with each one of these. And then I would want to run 2 or 3 miles because I would still want to watch them. They are super motivating. If you think that you can't do this, watch enough of these and you will find someone exactly like you that is at the top of our company. And do you remember what they made a month? Like how many thousand a month? It's a ridiculous amount. $400 and some thousand a year. It's gangster money. Plexus U is some training that you can look up online. Sarah Marble is originally from Overland Park, Kansas. She's one of our local girls. She doesn't live here anymore. She's really great on leadership. She's a John Maxwell certified speaker. Others that our team personally likes, I asked some of our team leaders, Melissa Eichenhorst, Tamara Holloway, Tara Castaneda, Sonia Dudley, Emily Roberts, Brooke Hemingway, all really good people. aside from our people that I talked about, like Roz and Andrea, who have really good stuff out there too. You can also purchase Plexus Power Tools. It's $10 a year, and you can purchase it at that website, plexuspowertools.com. Okay, so what can you do right now? Like, how can you get started? Get involved on the team pages. Get in there and look around and search and see what you can see. You know, look for what you're looking for, symptoms, you know, different regimens on how to get started. Talk to your sponsor, schedule a launch party, post if you haven't already. So your welcome pack and your subscription. You should have purchased a welcome pack, and if you haven't, I showed you guys where that little icon is on the tile on your home screen. Go there and purchase it before your 30 days are up, and make sure that your subscription is on, the green thumbs up, right? Because we want you to be successful. I tell people all the time, your blood pressure pills wouldn't do squat diddly for you if they were sitting in your cabinet at home. However, we expect Plexus to help us if we don't put it in our body every single day. It works exactly the same. It's going to take time. You did not get this way. When I talked about timeline earlier, I probably skipped over that. You didn't get this way overnight. You're not going to feel better overnight. Your sister, you know, Sue might feel better in 2 weeks, and it may take you 3 years to feel the way she does. Okay, I'm exaggerating. You'll feel something between now and then, but our bodies are different. For every single month that you have suffered, or every single year that you have suffered with fibromyalgia, count on a month to kind of heal that gut, because your gut needs work. I was a hot mess. I noticed great things right away, what felt like great things. And I look back on that person who I was when I started sharing. I'm 1,000 times healthier than she was. And I still notice changes today, almost 3 years in. It's incredible. So contact everybody in your downline or on your team and have them turn on their subscription so they're successful. Right now, Plexus has free shipping for any subscription 130 PV or more in February and March. So go to your subscription, do the Triplex and X Factor, Triplex and Vital Biome, whatever you want to try, or Triplex and an extra ProBio 5, because we all know we work up to 3 to 4 of those per night to be optimal and actually get our gut under control. So make sure it's over 130 PV or more, and you'll have free shipping for the next 2 months as long as it's set up in a subscription. Your first post, I love that we're coming back to this. So do it. Okay, just rip the Band-Aid off. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit scary. I did mine on a Sunday night, shut the computer, and like, I think I even said, okay, God, I hope nobody sees that. Like, I put it on social media. Did I really think nobody was gonna see that? Are you kidding me? So share. Someone needs to hear your story. You heard someone's story. You're here for a reason. There is someone who needs to hear it from you, and you're gonna change their life. Don't, I always say it's honestly selfish to keep it to yourself, because if I hadn't shared, you wouldn't be here. Or if you joined me, if Erin hadn't shared, I wouldn't be here. I don't want to be the person I was before Plexus. Heck no. I'll never go back to that crazy momster who guzzled Diet Coke. So please share your message. Reach out. Remember those 3 people, your mom, your sister, your cousin, whoever. Reach out and help them do this with you. And your products are going to be free next month. You're going to make enough in commission that you're going to cover your triplex. Earn as you learn. I've heard people say you have to have it all figured out. You do not. I had lunch with our Diamond ambassador, upline ambassador, Andrea Mitchell this last week, or on Saturday, and she flat out looked at me and she's like, Brooke, what products can you not take with breastfeeding again? And I'm like, Block, Accelerator, Boost, and Edge. She doesn't know. She is not a product person. Her daughter's life with cerebral palsy and constipation and gut health issues has forever been changed, that she shot to the top of this company, so passionate about sharing. The girl still doesn't have her products figured out. You don't have to do that. You have to know who to call if you don't know. So earn as you learn. Find 3 to 5 customers. Find people who will do this with you and get that 500 PV. You will make that commission. Find 3 ambassadors and go silver. What fun is that? I mean, it's the most fun thing ever. So I think this might be it. Oh, okay. So I want to see if I can see your faces. I'm going to stop the screen share. Okay, there you guys are. Gosh darn it, that's hard because I don't get to see you guys the whole time. So unmute yourselves, ask questions. That was a lot of information. I know I covered some of it pretty quickly. So all of you guys who have been here for a while, tell me what I didn't cover and what I need to do better. But yeah, ask questions, because there's lots of people on here and it may be their very first time. So what? I thought somebody said something, but it was mumbling and I didn't hear you. Anybody? Okay, well,
I think you did a super awesome job.
okay, good. Well, I was hoping I hit all the high points. It's not scary. And you don't have to have it all figured out and you don't have to have time because I still do a lot of things and I don't have time. And I'm still a little bit scared sometimes and you do it anyway. So, okay, guys. Well, if nobody has any questions, I will end the recording and hop off here so you guys can go, kiss babies or get in bed or whatever. So thank you all for being here and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Brooke.
You're welcome. Night, guys.